is going to be by Rhiann Davies. She's from the strategy unit, and the talk is titled Better Together, Supporting Analysts and Managers with RAP, Reproducible Analytical Pipelines. So welcome Rhiann to the stage.
Thanks very much, Claire. And I'm just going to pop, you should be able to see my slides, lovely. I'm also going to pop a link to my slides in the chat because there are some links. So if you want to sort of follow any links as we go, you're very welcome. Apologies, I've got a little bit of a cold this morning. So yes, my name's Rhiann. I want to tell you about two things that the data science team within the strategy unit are facilitating to help you analysts within the NHS. So I'm going to tell you about some RAP, or reproducible analytical pipeline drop-in sessions that we run, and I'm going to tell you about a new buddy scheme that we're launching that you're very welcome to get involved with. So RAP support sessions or drop-ins. These are sessions that used to be run by NHS England, and I think it was maybe March, April time earlier this year, we got an email saying, due to funding and changing requirements, the NHS England was no longer able to support these sessions. And what they were an hour-long session where basically there would be someone on the call that you could drop into the session and just ask them some questions about RAP. And for those who don't know, RAP just sort of means doing analysis, sort of end-to-end pipelines, joining things up, doing things best practice, so testing code, connecting up scripts to databases, how to make, accessible visualization, anything to do with kind of that end-to-end data science or data analytics process. And we thought it was a pity that those sessions weren't able to be supported anymore. So the data science team within the strategy unit said that we would take it on instead. So for around 6 months now, once a fortnight, it's on a Wednesday at 10 a.m. We just have a call, and anyone within the NHS is welcome to hop onto the call and ask questions and seek guidance. Now, when I say seek guidance, it's very much not about me and the people in my team having all of the answers, because I really do not, and we really do not. We're there to sort of facilitate the discussion and help people find other people in the NHS that are having similar problems. Right? So if someone comes to me and says, what's the best way to do testing in Python? Oh, I don't know, because I'm predominantly an R programmer, but we can start to sort of facilitate those discussions, share links, and exchange ideas. So it's for anyone working in the NHS who's got an interest in RAP, and no coding experience is required. So we have had a number of managers come along to the call and say, look, I really want to support my analysts. They're using Excel. How do I get them access to R? Or what conversations do I need to have with IT to start taking these tools that we've built and deploying them and putting them available? So managers are welcome, as well as techie nerds. And we actually capture the discussions on GitHub as well. So if I just, that's failed to join. Let me see if that will open up again. There we go. This is where all of the sort of questions, when we've had the sessions on a Wednesday, afterwards we write up the notes of what people asked, and they sometimes drop on and follow up. So someone was asking, well, what does RAP look like within the FDP, the Federated Data Platform? It seems to be not some sort of no-code software. Can I do data versioning on the FDP? And there's conversations sort of being continued. Other things, let's have a look. Sorry, this is a little bit small, isn't it? What are the most useful NHS geographical mapping resources for R and Python? And they're just sort of stubs of questions, and we're hoping that as we continue to run these drop-in sessions, we can sort of expand these questions. So like I said, we've been doing this for about 6 months now. Common themes, there's been lots of questions around upskilling, right? I use R, how do I learn Python? Or lots of stuff around deployment. I've built a really cool Shiny app, but I have no idea how to get stuff out there. So these are the sort of common themes we're seeing. And one of the other common themes that we see is people are always thinking about safety of data. A lot of our analysts that we meet across the network are very conscientious about personal identifiable data. So the sorts of questions we get are, is there anything we can do to make sure we're, not going to accidentally leak data? What are the safety steps we can put in place? So as a result of one of these RAP drop-in sessions, an analyst said, oh, actually, we've got this. They put their code online on GitHub, which is something we really encourage. And someone said, actually, I've built this little script that checks before the code goes online. It checks for a bunch of keywords. And I find this really useful. But if you want to use it, you're very welcome to, and sort of shared their code. And that's the sort of thing we're trying to build in these sessions. Is a real success when people find things in common and they agree to work together or share some code across different bits of the UK. So these are some of the wins we've had. To be honest, it's just really nice on a Wednesday to hang out with a bunch of nerds for an hour and just have a bit of a moan sometimes. People have been very frustrated about, I just can't get access to this, or my code won't work. And it's quite a nice safe space to discuss those barriers in a kind of friendly environment. We're really encouraging people to make connections. So quite often as part of the call, people have realised they've got similar ambitions and they'll switch emails and follow up afterwards. And like I said, we're also sort of slowly building this discussion on GitHub. So if you want to get involved, Mache has been sharing the links in the chat. Thank you, Mache. And they're also in the slides. So that's been running for 6 months. So we've decided to build something else new. And it kind of came up from this code sharing that's been happening within the drop-in sessions. So launching in January, we are starting the RAP Code Review Buddy Network. So this is all about pair programming or having a code buddy. So one of the best things that's helped me develop as an analyst over the last 10 years is sharing my code. When I did my PhD, I wrote my code in isolation. No one looked at it. My code was rubbish. Sharing your code is really vulnerable and really scary. But when someone views your code, you get instant feedback, you really improve massively, and it's really good for discoverability of work. So we've set up this RAP Code Review Buddy Network. The way it's going to work is if you sign up, every 3 months, you will be randomly matched with another analyst in the network. And then it's up to you to arrange a time for you two to meet online. And then one of you will chat through your code. The other person will chat through their code, and you'll just ask some critical questions, be curious, and just provide some feedback. So is this for you? Well, if you've written any code for your job in the last 3 months, you're very welcome to come. Any language is welcome, R, Python, SQL, and any stages of RAP. So you don't have to have a fancy GitHub Action pipeline and lots of databases and fancy models all online and open source. You can have a SQL script that you've got on your computer. It's not about formal code review. It's about having someone supportive to talk through your code. And we're definitely going for like the relaxed approach. So you don't need to have any experience of formal code review. It's more about what we call a code walk, which is where you just sort of talk through the main bits of your code and just get some feedback. We've got some guidance online about, okay, let me just minimize my screen. We've got some guidance online about how this session is going to work, what good code review looks like. And actually, my friend Jack Kennedy wrote a really nice blog post last year, which I would recommend people check out, around what makes good code review for statisticians. But there's also specifically, does it matter if we're using different languages? No, etc. Okay, that's everything really. So if you want to sign up, Mache's already shared this, but this is the sign up link to come to our Wednesday RAP support sessions. This is the sign up for the Code Review Buddy Network. We haven't run this yet. The first pairings will go out in January, so there's still time to sign up if you want to give this a go. And we're also looking for co-organisers. So if you're really interested in this stuff, at the moment this is very much just our small data science team in the strategy unit organising and planning both of these things. So if you'd like to be involved, please do reach out to me or someone else. I think that's everything. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rianne. Certainly sounds like a very welcoming and important space for people to network and troubleshoot and get together and moan, as you put it. So that's always needed, isn't it? We have some nice comments in the chat about your talk and a few questions. So Lorna Wills has asked, is there an opportunity or plans for non-NHS analysts to be able to attend these sessions?
Yeah, so the reason that it's non-NHS only is partly just to put some boundary on it, right? Because we're a small team and the internet is a big place. Now, what I would say is if you signed up for this and turned up and were very helpful and useful, no one would turn you away. But no, there aren't any formal plans at the moment to expand it. But in my head, I think you'd be very welcome. But formally, it is for NHS staff only. I don't know if that makes sense, Lorna. Come be friendly.
That's great. I don't think we have any other questions. Yeah,
that's fine.
I think we'll wrap up there, but all the best with opening up your buddy network, and all the best with continuing with the drop-ins, and hopefully you'll get lots of new members from this. So thank you very much.